Okay, let's talk about this. The World Cup. The group stages are officially done at the time of recording this. I believe the first game that is supposed to be played is Netherlands versus the US, which is on the 3rd of December. It is officially the 3rd of December, midnight, when I am recording this. So I have no idea what the results will be, but by the time I've uploaded this, which is the awkward part, I think they are almost going to be done. That's not true. It's the 18th for the finale. So a lot of my videos are going to be a little late. So this might have shown up halfway through the knockout stage, which I think is going to be... it's going to be pretty funny to see the comments on this. But yeah, so because of how do I put this, how early this is, this video is probably I don't, okay, I have, how do I say this quickly? I have something in front of me that shows me the brackets, but it's probably not what you're going to be seeing here. I'll have an image here to give context, just for frame of reference for you guys. It won't, I don't think it'll update with what I'm saying, but you guys can just figure it out. Anyways, I'm gonna make this quick, but I will quickly talk about my group stage predictions and how that went. It went actually surprisingly decently. I said Netherlands was gonna make it. Actually, you know what? We'll go through them. Yeah, we'll go through them one by one real quick, because this is going to be really quick. Like me just predicting who's going to make it all the way to the end. So, okay, Netherlands and US. I said both of them were going to make it. They did make it, so that's great. Argentina and Australia. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember who was in the Australia group stage, but I said Australia wasn't going to make it, but I knew Argentina was. Japan and Croatia. Japan came in so clutch this time, and actually in hindsight I wasn't surprised, because they did that last year, and last World Cup they did that back in Russia, and I kind of felt bad because I felt a little, no, did they make it through, or no, I think I'm thinking of Brazil. I'm thinking of the Brazil one, I think. Yeah, maybe. But anyways, point is, Japan, I actually was impressed, but I wasn't shocked. I was more shocked by Germany's performance, which we're not really going to go into, but I did make a previous video of like top 10 most likely that I feel like should be watched out for to make it. Germany was number 6, spoiler alert. That probably wasn't a great call, but I did say they're in a transitioning phase. I'd say they were, but they also performed worse than I feel like a transitioning stage nation should like perform. So that ended up being disappointing, to say the least, but Japan came in clutch, so that's great. Croatia did make it, unfortunately at the behest of my country, who didn't make it, but also Belgium didn't make it. So in that group, I said Belgium and Croatia. I said Belgium and Canada, which was completely wrong. But I did say, technically, if we're being accurate, what you guys should have bet on, which was Belgium and Croatia. Half of that was right. Morocco came in different, so we'll talk about that later. But then it's Brazil and Korea. I did say Brazil was going to make it. I think Korea, I said wasn't going to make it, but it makes sense. It makes sense. I could... Yeah, yes, and it's kind of similar to Japan's situation, but I actually feel like Japan probably had worse odds. No, that might not be fair. And that might not be fair to say, but I don't know. I think the Japan one was a little like, it was a tougher group to get out of, but Korea did really well to get here. So respect to that. In England made it, no surprise. I did say England and US both made it out of the group stage. Iran and Wales didn't. I said that was going to happen. It worked. Senegal made it though, and that actually was like from the skin of their teeth. They didn't struggle at all, but the skin of the teeth, as in like they got to they got to second and beat out, I can't remember who I said it was going to be. Was it Ecuador? Which one was it? I can't remember which country it was, but basically I thought it was going to be them. I did say though that Senegal wasn't in the top 10, but I mentioned Senegal over whoever I said it was going to be, just because I was talking about Mane, and I did say in that video, the top 10 one, that I felt bad for not mentioning Senegal enough and giving them enough credit. They didn't need Mane for this, so they were doing really, really well. I think that's as far as they go, but I'm going to go into it after I talk about the rest. France and Poland. Poland came in surprisingly. That one just shocked me. France wasn't really surprised. And then Morocco, Spain. Morocco, very surprising. Spain, less so. I expected it. And then Portugal and Switzerland, which I said they would make it. So actually, out of the 16, Australia, Japan, Korea, Senegal, and Morocco and Poland are the only ones that I didn't get right. So 10 out of 16 is not bad. That's actually really not bad. I'll take it. So there were some things that in hindsight, maybe I should have given more credit, like Senegal. So in retrospect, I don't regret my decisions, like my predictions, but I think I could have gotten 11. I could have gotten 11 out of 16 if I really had, thought about, if I had given more credit there and thought about it better, then yeah. It was kind of impulse decision, which this is also going to be an impulse decision. It's just predicting these. Now this is going to be really fast. Okay, starting with Netherlands and the US. Netherlands is going to make it. They're going to beat the US. Argentina is going to beat Australia. Argentina is going to play Netherlands. I think I'm going to leave that one. Netherlands versus Argentina for that match. And then on Japan versus Croatia, I'm going to say Japan makes it. And then Brazil versus Korea. Brazil makes it. Brazil beats Japan and makes it to the semifinals, where they will be facing either Argentina or Netherlands. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it will be... Who is in Netherlands' group? Who is second in Netherlands' group? Senegal, right? And they had the other two countries. I'm going to give it to... Argentina had Saudi Arabia. And who was the other one? I can't remember. Was it Morocco? No, that was us. Who was with Argentina? I can't remember. I'll give it to Argentina. So it'll be Argentina and Brazil in the semifinals. And then Brazil will beat Argentina to go into the finals. And then on the other side of the table, we have England versus Senegal. England's going to make it through that. France versus Poland. France is going to make it through that. Then we'll have England versus France. I'm not going to touch on that just yet. Morocco and Spain. Morocco's been on fire. Morocco's been doing some stuff, but Spain came in really hard with their 7 goals in that one game. And I feel like there's just something about games like that where countries, for frame of reference, that famous Brazil versus Germany game. I know Brazilians don't want to think about it, but Germany had a very high scoring game and they came off it on fire. So there's just habits of that. So I'm not gonna cut Spain out, regardless of how much Morocco's been doing well. Spain I'll put over Morocco, but I am giving Morocco credit. Portugal versus Switzerland, I'm going to give it to Portugal. So it'll be Portugal versus Spain. I think Portugal makes it out of that. But I wouldn't be surprised if Spain comes in with momentum and is able to go over them. Regardless, I'd say Portugal will make it to the semifinals. Then, out of France and England, France. Yeah, France. Okay, I put England really high in my predictions, but this feels like a weird one to me. I'll be 100% honest. This feels like a weird one to me. Like, I feel like England might disappoint there. I think the pressure might get to them, so I'm gonna say France over England. And then France versus Portugal will be a great game. I don't know if France will make it all the way through. Actually, I'm starting to regret saying France because I don't think the squad that France currently has is a semi-final winning squad, but I think England is. Either way, Brazil is in the finals. So Portugal versus England or Portugal versus France. I'm gonna say Portugal versus. I said France, but now I'm starting to doubt myself. We're gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna retract my statement. I'm gonna put faith back in England. I'm gonna say England will push it through. If something weird happens with France, I think something weird could happen with France against Poland. If something does, then England have a better shot. But I think if England actually has to play France, it's a little dicey. But we're going to say England pulls through, makes it to the semifinals. They play Portugal and they... Do they lose or do they win? Against Ronaldo... Cristiano Ronaldo, but I don't know, man. I'm probably not. They're probably not going to make it past Ronaldo. It's not really Ronaldo, it's the squad. Portugal. Yeah, sure. We're going to say Portugal makes it to the finale where they play against Brazil and they lose. Brazil will make it in first and they will win the World Cup. That's my prediction. I mean, that was going to be it either way, spoiler alert. But in terms of third place, I can't remember how third place works. So this third place, do they face Argentina, Portugal, or would it be England versus Argentina, or would it be Portugal versus Argentina? How does it work? Either way, I think out of those three countries, I want to give it to England if England is playing against whoever in the third place position. But I think if England loses to Portugal and Portugal loses to Brazil, they're not fighting for third anymore. I don't actually know how it works, but regardless, I think out of those three, England's probably the most likely. I say Portugal is the least likely, just because I think England and Argentina are weird countries where I feel like they tend to do better when they're not fighting for the thing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like seeing them fight for third, they're better than when they fight for the actual, like, seeing either of those two countries in the finale, I feel like they wouldn't perform well enough. I don't know what it is. I just feel like those two countries have a bad history currently with pressure. But I think England make it pretty far. But Brazil, I think they're just going to be more clinical. But yeah, I still say Portugal makes it to the finale. I don't know, though. It'd be weird because... Actually, it'd be kind of weird, funny justice because Messi made it to a finale and lost. So I can see Ronaldo makes it to a finale of the World Cup and loses. So, yeah. So one time was Germany beating Argentina, and this time it'd be Brazil versus beating Portugal. I don't want to create a storyline that's not going to happen, but that sounds fun to me. That sounds fun. Yeah, I like that. If you didn't like that, though, you can put it down in the comments what you think it's going to be. I think these predictions are okay. You can see it got a little dicey when I got to the right side of the bracket. The left side is really easy. I just think it's going to be Argentina versus Brazil by the end of it. I wouldn't be surprised if Netherlands came past Argentina, but I'm going to place my money on Argentina, and they're going to make it to the semifinals, but they're going to lose to Brazil. That's what I'm saying. Man, it would be something if Argentina and Portugal faced each other in the finals, but nah. It would be something because then you know that one of those two is getting the trophy. So, I mean, that's the end of the debate right there, but... And we're at the tail end of their careers too. That'd be crazy. Actually, you know what? Just for fun, I think if those two actually played each other, I think Argentina win. Nah. Technically, it should be Portugal based on how like their squad is formatted. I think they have a better squad. But I did also put in my rankings. They're consistent recently. They're doing okay, and they know how to pull back from some dicey situations, but the problem is they get themselves in those dicey situations. I feel like Portugal does that less, so I don't know. In a knockout stage, it's scary. It's scary. But yeah, Brazil #1. Put down in the comments what your predictions are. If you guys like this kind of content, be sure to hit the like button, smash that sub button if you want to support the channel for stuff like this. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Again, just remember, this is all for good fun. It's just my predictions. If you have different ones, that's totally fine. Football is just a game we all enjoy. All right, it's just a game. Let's just have fun with it. Okay, don't get too mad. I hope you guys enjoy the World Cup. I'm gonna enjoy it, and I may react to some games that come across later on if they seem interesting. We'll see how this lineup turns out. No promises, but fingers crossed the finale is gonna be pretty cool. Like, the finals are gonna look pretty cool in terms of a matchup. I'll probably react to the finals for sure. So yeah, I'll catch you guys then. Take care, peace, and goodbye.